we go in for the kiss and we bang teeth. We just straight bang teeth, bro. And she goes, "Oh, you got buck teeth." Oh, no. We just walked it off, bro. Didn't even try again. And then she broke up with me after that. Hey, before we forget, make sure everybody subscribes to the YouTube. Hey, guys, go ahead and subscribe. Okay.
Right now, Guns Blazin Podcast YouTube channel. Subscribe. Trying to get that up to 1,000. Now, Richie, we brought you on because you said you had a story about the first time that you had ever had a thumb up your ass. You want to share that with us?
The second or third time? The
first time.
The very first.
Well, he was bigger than me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do what you got to do. I mean,
are you talking about actually do I have a story about that?
I don't know. I was putting you on the spot, hoping you had one.
Oh, well.
Do you really have one?
No, I don't have one.
You've never had a thumb up your ass ever?
Not a thumb. I've had a girl.
Finger? You've had a finger in your ass?
Yeah. One little nuck? One nuck never hurt nobody.
No, one all the way. No, one. Yeah, one. This one girl. I'll tell you this. I'll never forget it. This girl. I worked at a like a little Walgreens store, like a little drugstore when I was a kid. Okay, and there was this girl there named. I'm not going to say her first name.
I didn't know we were going to talk about a story from your childhood.
No, I got to tell you about this. So this girl was so smoking hot. I mean, her body was unbelievable. Face not so great, but the rest of it was just cars wrecking off the road, looking at her walking down the street.
And how old are you?
I'm 16. So I'm 16. Can you imagine how dumb I was at 16? It's not even calculated.
Any consolation how dumb you are now.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make, buddy. You're right there with me. Stay with me. So I finally just have the nuts to ask this girl for a date. She says, yes. I can't believe it. I go to I come home from work to get rid of my little vest and stuff, and she's with me. I said, we'll go to my house. I'll change clothes, and then we'll leave. And we go to the house, and I said, here, I'll just be a minute. My dad's asleep in the recliner when we get there, of course, like father, like son. And she's standing there, and he's like, oh, hey, how you doing? He wakes up, and he looks at her, and he's talking to her a little bit, and we leave. We go out. We're in my dad's Volare. I had no idea about butt play at all from a woman. Never even came. 16. I'm 16. I know nothing. And she was like 19. And so we're in the back of this car, and she's like, hey, check this out. And I was like, what planet am I on? Had no idea what the hell was going on. But anyway,
wait. Out of nowhere, on your way to your first date, she started playing with your asshole?
Yeah.
I mean, what a hooker. Like,
she didn't sing her fingers. She just got on it. Okay. She didn't.
Wait a second. Were you at least kiss her first? Or, I mean, did she go straight for without even a makeout?
No,
session?
I mean, we've been making out for hours. I mean, she didn't just run out. We went and parked somewhere and got in the back seat. And then
she was like, I'm getting all worked up now. Give me your butt.
And I was like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now with my life. Like, where am I? So I get home and I walk in the door and my dad's there and I go, so what'd you think? And he goes, I think that's too much woman for you to handle. That's what he said to me.
He was pretty damn good.
Not only was she hot as hell, he knew the deal. I was like, dude, she taught me so much. That's why I'm such a great lay now, buddy. A lot of it's because of her.
19 years old, and her first move is to go for the butthole. I mean,
she must have been dating older dudes for quite some time.
She actually was.
There's no other explanation.
She went to jail for check fraud at some point in her life. I can guarantee that.
I guarantee this too. I wish you could just go back in my mind and see what her body looked like. I don't even know what to say. It's like if you took an ice skater's butt.
Mm-hmm.
She had like ice skater's butt, but she just toned. I mean, she was a perfect 10 from the neck down. And above all, pretty feet.
Big knuckles, though. Big knuckles on her.
Just on that ring finger.
Oh, man. I remember when I was in the very first time I attempted, somebody wanted to kiss me. I was in like 6th grade. Something like that. I don't remember. I was in California. I remember I was out on the playground and this girl came up to me. She goes, hey, Denise wants to date you for a couple of weeks. And she wants to date you and French kiss you one time. And I was like, okay. I don't know. I guess so. But I was scared shitless, right? I don't know. I don't want to kiss no chick. I'm in 6th grade. I'm nervous. So I'm bobbing and weaving this chick. We're dating at school. But by the way, I never knew at that time that this was like an agreement. Like she wanted to know if you want to go out for 2 weeks and she wants to make out with you one time. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm scared shitless. So
planner.
Yeah, I'm bobbing and weaving this. I'm nervous as shit. So one day she catches me slipping. I'm walking home. She catches me out walking between home and school, and she goes, "You want to go? You want to go make out?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we go back behind the school, and I'm nervous as shit. So she's a 7th grader, and I'm like and she's 2 years older than me. So we go behind the school. It's already school's out or whatever. It's like 5 o'clock. We go behind the school, and then I go in for the kiss. And I said, this tooth right here is fake. So, but it used to be a big old buck tooth, right? I think this stuck out, right? And we go in for the kiss, and we bang teeth. We just straight bang teeth, bro. And she goes, "Oh, you got buck teeth," and I was like, "Oh." And then we just walked it off, bro. Didn't even try again. And then she broke up with me after that. That was my first kiss situation, like my first attempt, not my first one. That was my first attempt.
I think I was 6th grade, and this girl, just like you said, you make an agreement to be, through a third party always to be boyfriend, girlfriend. So her friend came up, was like, "Yeah, she wants to be your girlfriend," whatever. I'm like, "Okay, well, we're going on there was a field trip to the bowling alley that night for a school field trip. So she's like, "You got to go." And I was like, "Okay." So I go, everybody's bowling, and we sneak outside behind these bushes, and she's like, "Hey, she wants to kiss you." And I'm like, "Okay." So I kiss her, and I didn't know anything about tongue or open mouth kissing, anything like this at this point. And then after she's like, "You can use your tongue if you want." And I was like, "For what?" Like I had to let me use my tongue. Like what? She's like, "You kiss me with your tongue." And I was just like, oh, I knew enough. I was a smart kid. I'm like, what in my head, what I think I'm about to do with my tongue as my first guess what to do with it is going to be terribly wrong. And then she's going to go tell everybody that I just fucking came out here with just my tongue out first, And so I'm like, I was just honest. I go, "I don't know what you're talking about. Just do it to me, and I'll figure it out, I guess." So she teaches me how to French kiss there, and then afterwards, she was like, her friend came up and she said, "You don't know how to French kiss, so she doesn't want to be your girlfriend anymore." And I was like, "Okay,
send in the professionals."
These older chicks just stunting our young growth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
You know what else? Remember when I walked away? We were holding hands, and she saw someone she knew, and she let my hand go.
Oh man, isn't that funny?
I just got my ass just busted up. Man, that was.
I don't remember my first kiss. I was kissing girls my whole life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was before cars. It was riding horses. It was probably out back stables or something like that.
Anywhere there was a corner, I was on the other side of it kissing somebody.